Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Obscura Toy Files. As usual, I'm your host, Chris Boglanegri, and these are my hands. You'll never see me because this is how reviewers review things on YouTube. Because they're the focus, not me. Today we're looking at Moose Toys, or 2017's Moose Toys presents the Grossery Gang. This is the Putrid Power assortment because it's them when they're all powered up. Trash Pack was what came out first years ago. I think like 2011 or so. And they kind of expanded it. Now it's mostly featuring groceries and food-based items. So there's some other items in there that aren't food-based. We'll look at those in a little bit. But you essentially have these little tiny figures that go through a putrid power and they power up into like full action figures, which is kind of neat. So when you buy these figures, they go for about $6.99 at Toys R Us. And you get a figure, accessory. Dodgey Donut here has a pair of churros, I think, as a nunchuck. The Putrid Pizza here has a pizza server. It's like a sword. Blowfly has a fly swatter. And Squished Banana has a banana bat. And these are still squishy like the regular Trash Pack, a.k.a. Grossery Gang guys. I think they're funny because they're squishy. They go over there. He just looks funny because he's like, someone took a bite out of my head, man. Zoom in on me. Look at me only. No? Okay. Apparently I'm not cool enough to focus on the camera. I see how it is. Sorry, Dodgey Donut. Now you get them. There are other characters in the wave. So I'll show you the card back. And there's a pretty nice assortment. Blowfly, Fungus Fries, and Squished Banana came out afterwards. But Putrid Pizza, Grub Sub, Trash Head, Gooey Chewy, Dodgey Donut, and Vac Attack came out in like the first wave. I'm currently looking for Trash Head, possibly Grub Sub also, but definitely Trash Head because I like in fact, he's a garbage can. I think that's funny. He does come with a garbage truck, but I want to get him in this colorway. So I'm going to keep looking for him. But it's cool how they all come with like unique weapons. Now, these guys are a little low-tech compared to the Bug Strike assortment that's out now. The Bug Strike assortment come with, they do an action feature, they have a different weapon. But these guys are more like just straight action figures. Each of them have about 4 points of articulation. And Moose Toys actually saw fit to give them ball joints, which means they actually have really good articulation. So like you can do stuff like this. And the great part is they actually sculpted them in such a way that you can actually sit them down. Which is always something like you're kind of like, what? Sit them down? Why is that a big deal? It's like, well, it's because they do have accessories, like vehicles and such. And if you can't sit down with them, how are you supposed to drive your car? Or motorcycle in this case. They all sit down pretty well. Putrid Pizza here has 5 points of articulation because his head's on a little bit of a ball joint. You can actually pop it off. And a lot of the other guys I know have been putting this on. It's like, what happened to me? I'm small now. This is weird. Makes a nice little sound. And you get that. I also think it's funny. We take his head off and turn it this way. It looks like he's all sad. Like, oh my God, am I going to be cool one day? Yes, I will be. Ha ha. But like I said, they all have good articulation. They can all sit. Novel concepts, I know. Boom, they can sit down. It's amazing. Like, kudos to Moose Toys for actually, thinking of things like that. We're going to look at a couple of things from this line. Some of those little dudes over there. And these are also very reminiscent of Food Fighters, which is a line created in 1987 by Mattel. And they were around when I was a kid, like when I was 7 years old. So as another reviewer pointed out on another channel, his son was getting into these in 2017. And it was 30 years after he'd gotten into Food Fighters when he was a kid. So I don't have all my Food Fighters out, but I have this one. Dodgey Donut and Major Munch. Let's make sure it's focused in right. There we go. And they're pretty cool. I mean, these ones are more military themed. Like they're obviously, like other people have said, they're trying to, homage G.I. Joe at the time or parody it. It's like, G.I. Joe's popular. How do we make food fighters? They're having a food fight, but they're donut people and stuff. So, I think it's interesting how both designers decided to do different things with the donut. Like, he has a hole through his head. The hole is his mouth. So he's like, I love eating things like small donut men. No, God, why? Nom, 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 nom. Don't eat myself. I'm going to do it. I'm a cannibal, yo. Cannibal donuts is crazy. I'm sorry, being a little wacky. We have that. Also, the cool thing is these actually come with bio cards. I actually cut them out of my for my figures. So we have Squished Banana. You can pause that if you want to read it, or I can read it myself. Let's see. Squished Banana, aka Ricardo. Squished Banana is the most unappealing dude you'll meet. Some days he's a romantic fool. Some days he's a rotten fruit. You never know because of his split personality. This guy can't wait to get his smiley, slippery hands on the clean team and put a few bends into them so he can impress the grocery of his dreams. Get ready to fight dirty. So you got Squished Banana. Putrid Pizza, aka Pizza Face. Pizza Face is one slop with the lot. The never say die leader of the Grossery Gang is ready to lead his gross gang to greasy battle. With his pizza slicer weapon, he'll serve it up to his opponents. Defeating the clean team will not be cheesy. Oh, I guess like easy, But Pizza Face is a supreme fighter. Get ready to fight dirty. I guess they all say that at the end. So I'm just gonna omit that from next two. So we'll do Blowfly next. Blowfly, aka Buzz. Watch out for the muck from above. Blowfly is one annoying dude. When he's not relaxing on a dog poop, which I think is the first time poop has ever been mentioned in a bio card anywhere, he's nibbling on your lunch. This mutated maggot with wings has come to help the groceries defeat the clean team. Gross to the max. Blowfly loves to dive bomb the enemy and drop the slop on his opponents. He's one foul fly. Now, what's interesting about him is that he's apparently from Trash Pack from years ago, and he kind of is like brought back into this, which is neat. So it's kind of like a legacy character in the world of the trashies and stuff. But I think he's a neat figure. I liked him a lot. He's a little gooey. But the also interesting to note when you look at the figure versus the picture, there's some paint apps they didn't put on there. Like this extra bit of slime, like right under his chin, they didn't paint. But he's got the other ones there. And yeah, because paint apps cost a lot of money. So like the more paint apps you put on a toy, the more the price goes up. Because every time there's a paint app on something like this, you should have to put a thing called a paint mask over it, and it goes over it, and then they spray paint the paint onto it. So if they had to put a glop of green paint here and there, it would have added a lot more to the price. And one on his arm too. So we're actually, like I said, we're getting these pretty cheap, and they're pretty well painted anyway. So. And lastly, we have Dodgey Donut. It says, a.k.a. Rocky, rock hard and ready to roll. Dodgey Donut is rude, crude, and barely food. Dodgey Donut is a whole lot of trouble. With limbs of iced rings, he's a donut who's about to go nuts. When it's time for a dirty battle, he's the one you'll want by your side. The scrappy snack is always around when you need him. So notice the puns. Now, what's cool about him is I also happen to have Major Munch's bio card from back in the day. So not many people actually know because these usually got thrown out. Major Munch action figure, food freshness file, nicknamed Doughboy, born Sweet Roll Cincinnati. Strength, rolls over the enemy. Weakness, has a big mouth. Goal, to dunk himself in chocolate milk. My son agrees. Hobby, putting holes in everything. Quote, you can eat a donut to milk, but you can't make them dunk. Now there actually was more to this bio card. It's up here on the card that you can't actually see because it was snipped off years ago. But that actually had a little bit, like a tiny story, like maybe a paragraph or two about the character. So that kind of goes into more about who he is. But this is just like the bio. Food fighters, combat at its kookiest. This food fighting madness. What? That will never happen again. Actually, it will. But this is a cool way of doing it. They're actually more articulated than the older things. They only moved a little bit. It's like, I got 2 points of articulation. What do you got, Dodgey Donut? I got 4 parts of articulation. And also a nunchuck. Well, I would have had a gun, but Chris lost my accessories. Sorry, Major Munch. No apologies. Lost the soldier's weapons? That's not good. I'm out of here. You can do the review on your own. All right, then. Well, that's our comparison with him. I also busted out a Madball Action Popper, or Head-Popper, I think. So those of you can correct me in the comments below. I think it's actually a Head-Popper. This is Wolf Breath. And he's from, let's see, 1986. So he's a year before these Food Fighters came out. Now, he's about the same size. Pretty close. And he's also what I call a gross toy. Because he's got different gross things going on him. If you look a little closer, zoom in, boop, boop, boop. He's got like blood and stuff on him. He's got like stitches on his chest. He's got like gashes on his arms. His fingers wrapped up in a bandage. Bandage around his other arm, bandage on his foot. Got a big gash in the back of his head. I'm pretty sure that would kill him. Got a gash there that they couldn't paint because of paint costs and all that stuff like that. Big stitch going down his back. Yeah, so this guy's seen some stuff. He's been beaten up, man. So head popping action. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Pause the camera. Okay, we're back. Minor technical difficulties. These things pack a punch, man. They got some kick in there. The spring's all inside this thing, and believe me, they launch. So Wolf Breath is going to hang out over there for a little bit. See you guys later. Sorry I caused a problem or something. Anyway, so in addition to that, the original Grossery Gang food fighters, trash pack stuff, the little dudes were a big star of that. Actually, the big star. So they made other things when I moved over to the Grossery Gang. We have this motorcycle called where's the box? It's the Delivery Strike motorbike. And you get a cheese dude, and it looks like a fish. It costs $15. It's not too bad at all. It's a good price. It's a nice size. Does a couple things. It comes with little missiles that shoot out of the blowpipes, but you just do like a finger flick action, which is good because it works. And I don't have to worry about springs shooting into anybody's faces, and it saves them some money. It's an easy way to do it. So you got that there. Now it comes with, like I said, it comes with this little fish biker guy. So we can zoom in on him. Can we zoom in on him? Can we zoom in on him? Zoom in on him? No. The camera's like, I don't like that fish dude. I'm not zooming in on him. He's all the way back there. All right, so he sits on the front because there's all these little pegs on it. So you squish him there. Say, what's up, yo? He sits on here. And you can technically squish his hands in the handlebars because he has holes in his hands. He sits there. And you can also take any other Grossery Gang guys you got and stick them on the back, like right there. And then it even opens up like crazy attack mode. I'm just going to get these guys out of the way. There's only finite room in this camera angle. And you can take your other grocery dudes and stick them there. So they're like right into battle going crazy. Now I bought I bought a 4-pack of the Bug Strike Grossery Gang guys, just so I can have some of the little ones. These are cool because they come with little weapons. This is like a crazy pill doctor. He's like, is it safe? Look, you're hurt. I'll help you. Like, get him away from me. I don't want him operating on me. He looks a little nuts. This one's a chicken with a slingshot. This reminded me of one of the chicken characters from Looney Tunes. This one's a shoe with a pair of binoculars. Running out of places to put people, so I was going to throw him in there. And this one is, I thought it was a cactus, but apparently it's pickles. But, you know, hey, what do I know? I didn't make it. You can go here, too. So you can drive around with the dudes in there. You can crank it back like this. And then as you go, you can, like, drop them out. Which is neat. You can just, like, stuff a whole bunch of them in there like that. Let's go. And they're very small. Like, they're bouncy and rubbery. My cats attack each other in the background. Well, where'd the guys go? There's even like a crash action, so you can go like have it crunch up. It just snaps right into there. Bad kitty cats going crazy. Now, one of the things that they didn't tell you about initially when this vehicle came out is they didn't let you know that it was actually designed for these action figures. Because they didn't tell us about the action figures. But these vehicles were out, and there's no mention of the action figures in the boxes at all. But it's really cool because you can totally ride them, and they're designed just for it. Like, there's not even like a joke about it. Yeah, so you can stick all those guys on there. Missiles shoot off. It's a really cool vehicle. I have to get the dump truck. I haven't had a chance to get that. Oh, you can also flick dudes off the top, which we will try to do very, very gently. You just put a dude there and you do this. And it kind of launches them. And I like how they took the, I'm not having good luck with these things today. Where did Blowfly go? He's somewhere back there. All right, we'll find him in a minute. Never to be seen again. War is heck, man. War is heck. I'm also cheese. I'm not pizza. Sorry to tell you. Time to fly. Oh, we took him out. Nice shot. Couldn't do that again if I tried. Yeah, so it's a cool little line. I like how they took the original Trash Pack Grossery Gang concept of these little small dudes and made them like compatible with the larger guys. So like they're all on scale. Like these aren't like they're like deluxe characters. So in the line, like the Grossery Gang are this big, and then like the Putrid Power Grossery Gang guys are this big. Now this Bug Strike assortment is out now, and they have they redid Dodgey Donut, Putrid Pizza, and Fungus Fries, and to give them new designs and stuff. Fungus Fries is essentially the same exact design as the one from Series 1, which you can see here. Boop, boop. The only difference is they changed the paint on him, and they gave him his little squishy dude is a little different, and they gave him like a gun that shoots ketchup or something. They're like $1 more at Toys R Us. And I think it's because they come with action features or they do other things. They're the ones that are out now, but was it Captain Lice Cream and Grot Dog and Iraq Attack, the leader of the Bug Guys, is due out soon, if not already. People have been finding them, so go check that out. I gotta go pick them up whenever I find them. So we'll see what we do between now and then. Get all this stuff out of the way. There's stuff everywhere. Now, they don't tell you to clip out the bio cards, but I did, because it makes it easy, because you guys have like a little pile of them. Like that. And it does. It reminds me of the old days when you used to clip and collect things. That was part of the gimmick. Yeah, so go check out Grossery Gang action figures. Go check out Food Fighters. Go check out Madballs. Because if you're a fan of Madballs, Grossery Gang, or gross toys in general, this thing will scratch your itch, so to speak. Like I said, they're kind of neat. These little ones come with little plastic accessories now. So you can put them right in their little hands. They make a little hole. Because it's just squishy. They just kind of go, and that's it. I apparently grabbed the one pack that had the least gross characters in it, which is okay with me. But they're all military. They actually get little helmets and stuff. Except for him, I guess, for some reason. They all have like little helmets. They all have helmets except for those two, so I'm now incorrect. But the cool thing is you can then take this dude from the first wave and give him some weapons. Have him turn into like a crazy, I'm going to take you all out, yo! Oh, maybe not. But the fun part is actually, since his hands stretch so much, you can actually take their weapons and give them to him. So you can have like a giant pair of nunchucks. Oh my god, the cheese has some churros! Get out of my way, you guys! I'm out of here! What's smacking action? I am a ninja artist or something. Don't mess with me. I'm crazy. Yeah, so definitely go check out Grossery Gang action figures. I recommend them all. You look pretty cool. This really goes by your personal preference, I guess, at this point. Like which ones you like the best. And Moose Toys, you did a great job. The stuff they revealed at the Toy Fair last month showed a lot of cool things coming out, like dinosaurs and like cyborg jack-o'-lanterns, all sorts of crazy things. So go check them out, yo. It's good for you. It's good for me. And this review...